as we the thing I want to talk to you guys today about, and I know this has been a long time coming, is you see, there's a lot of stuff going on. And today we're going to talk about CRIE, Kara, and what she did and how she was able to stay alive for such a long time, and what her very, very last letter was, and I'm about to show you. So, if you don't know what it says, "To my love, I never let you go ever. I love you forever, Kara." So, what does that mean exactly, and what are we expecting to know about this person, and who is this person? Well, if you guys don't know the backstory about Kara, she was a army vet, grew up uh, in the UK, and her family went to war, and then her family died. She joined Isaac Commander in 2246, under the command of General Green, of course, and she was part of Isaac Commander's team. Well, Flame used microbombs to kill her, but the microbombs didn't activate until she was in a sheltered room, which this was many, many years before she died, of course. Her death was unknown because nobody knows when she died. All they can speculate, all the General Green and Isaac can speculate is she must have died sometime around like just unknown. Nobody knows. Somebody you can speculate when that time was, but her last letter was that one. Now, who she loved, hold on a minute, who she loved and cared about, that's completely different. That's the falter of everything, right? So, who she loved, who she cared about was something completely different. It wasn't Isaac Commander. It was somebody completely different. And if we go all the way back to those last photos, when Isaac Commander read them to her, she was still alive. Well, John knew about this and didn't tell Isaac Commander anything. So who was she saying that she loves her? She loves him. "I love you forever and ever." Well, I hate to say this, but it wasn't John, it wasn't Isaac Commander, it wasn't Tobbs, it wasn't Judah Green, it was Michael, Agent Michael. So the story between Agent Michael and Kara is Kara found Michael in the agency, as Agent Kara did too. And what happened was then they two had a child. And the child is unknown. Nobody knows the name or anything except for them two. Well, Michael, Agent Michael, wanted to keep the child secret just in case General Red had any suspicions to try to put microbombs in that child. So Michael took the kid to a completely different country and had it raised there. Michael dropped out of contact 2 years later of the kid's life. All right. The thing is, what nobody knew about was Michael had Delegia, was a known virus. He got it in 2023 of 2026. It was cured in 27 of 28. Michael still was rampant to find out what was really going on. Well, during this, General Red was still alive. Alright? As I said before, that's right, General Red was still alive. What happened was the kid was never found out even to this day. Speculation believes that that's the DNA that created the Sabo monster of the bad captain. Well, that's not even true. Because for that to happen, General Red would have to have known Flame, not known Flame, but Flame would have had known the child and then planted microbombs, or had to have located located the child, and took General Red would have to take him under the ring of Flame, and then he would have to become the bad captain. But that's not even true. The bad captain was essentially the good captain that we hear all the way back of what really happened. He was not the child that was not nobody knows the name right now. I know the name, but I can't reveal that until next year. But I can tell you this: the child is grown up and he is very strong. I can give you one of the letters, N. That's all I can say. So what happened? What happened? So why is General Red and Flame trying to? So the question is, this goes back way back in to the other days I was talking about before, that a lot of the stuff is extremely different, and what plays a huge part in that is it goes back to Isaac Commander when he got captured. When did Isaac Commander get captured? As we've seen in some of the trailer, he was MIA for 34,000 years. He was MIA for 34,000 years. He was MIA. He was captured for 34,000 years. Why was he captured? He was captured by General Red. Why did General Red plant microbombs inside of Isaac Commander? Why didn't he? Because Flame the Devil knew that Isaac Commander had a different belief than anybody else, and he strongly believed in that. Instead of killing Isaac Commander like most of the people he does, he wanted Isaac Commander because he just wouldn't turn, and he had a strong his will was strong enough throughout everything that happened through Isaac Commander. His will was strong enough in his beliefs that he will not turn. So instead of killing him, he wanted to make Isaac Commander pay for everything. People that Isaac Commander get close to, Flame would kill them by using micro bombs. And essentially, if you don't know what a microbomb is in the fictionary story, is a microbomb. Once it enters to the blood cells of the skin, it lights itself on fire and literally burns everything inside, and then eventually burning the flesh outwards. It's a horrible and excruciating pain. This happened to Ice Commander's entire team of microbombs. But once again, the team of Isaac Commander, they did die except for Isaac Commander. Isaac was devastated, of course. But this happened many years. This was when they were no longer in service. When they wasn't doing any missions, when they were going home, they died with microbombs. Except for Kira. Kira was on the battlefield when hers activated. When it activated, she burnt up inside and died. Excruciating pain. Agent Michael didn't know what happened until Isaac Commander 30 years later, before he was MIA, of course, told told him that that they had implanted her somehow with micro bombs. Agent Michael was extremely paid off, very mad. He was furious and red. He wanted revenge. But what if I told you General Red didn't activate the micro bombs? That's right, General Red didn't activate them. It was the bad captain. The captain that sent Isaac Commander on furious of series of missions, taking out General Red's base and General Red's bases and General Red's men. But the question is, how and why would he do that? Because again, when Flame, which was the devil, when Flame told General Red that he had his different beliefs, the bad captain General Red had given the bad captain, which was the blue captain at this time, which was captain, about 154 blank checks of money. He then told him, General Red told him, the bad captain, which was the blue captain at the time, told him secretly, in secret, that if Isaac Commander suffered, he could have all the money in the world. Just like Cobra Commander, he wanted it all. General Red had money, but it was a soul. The devil would take your soul, and if you had your soul, he'd give you anything you want. But when you died, you were his, and his alone. So the captain, which was the blue captain at the time, sold his soul to the devil, and he became rich and powerful. But he had to make Ice Commander pay. So why did why did the bad captain send Ice Commander on all these different missions? A wild goose chase. You see, the reason he done it was he had to have time to send the micro bombs to his team. With Ice Commander away, trusting General Green and the bad cap and the blue captain, Isaac Commander would follow orders like no other. Because I'm telling you something right now, guys. Because of the captain, because of the blue captain at the time, he was given orders to Isaac Commander. Isaac Commander was following them. If Captain Blue told Isaac Commander to go destroy two bases in the sector center, Isaac Commander would follow orders and do it because he knew he was a good soldier. They knew that Isaac Commander would follow orders no matter what. And they knew that he was obedient. But they also feared that he could turn on them. So instead of the captain telling your team is about to die, he would say General Red has somehow implanted microbombs in your team. Isaac Commander became mad and furious. And when General Red broke out of prison, again, it was a big setup. It was a huge setup. When General Red said, "I will be back," he wasn't playing. He did get back in control again. The thing is General Red was never imprisoned. It just looked like he was imprisoned, but really he wasn't. Yes, he did go to a prison, but he wasn't there. He was living the dream. General Red was given contact through the captain of General Blue. I mean, General Blue was given the contact of General Red in the prison to keep contacts and send missions through manipulations through the Captain Blue. Captain Blue would hear this and tell General Green. General Green would do the same thing. They were all in on it because of money. Isaac Commander didn't care about money. He didn't care if he was poor or living poorly or died alone. He didn't care. He just followed orders. With his beliefs different than anybody else's, completely different. General Red wanted Isaac Red to pay even more. So, General Red told Captain Blue to send Isaac Commander on more missions. General Red knew the bases would be destroyed and alerted the men that Isaac Commander would be there, and told them in battle either die fighting or don't come back at all. They were brainwashed by General Red, but the men of General Red's army listened to General Red because he was a leader. Yes, General Red had other commanders like Commander Intel, Commander Researches, and Scorpion Commander, plus Cyrie Commander. But why? But it didn't stop there. Who led it all as a martial arts? VDA. It was a VDA of called the Skull Evil Face People. Called the Evil Faces because they look half dead and half alive. That command was up to Flame. Flame, which was the devil, used everything in his power to control all of his command. He wanted Isaac's command to suffer because he would not join. What made the devil so mad is Isaac Commander had his different beliefs and knew his true creator and was loyalty to him and would never ever, and I mean ever as long as he lived, go to him or bow to him. This made Flame infuriating mad. And because of this, he wanted Isaac Commander to pay until the very last two they both met face to face. But, as always, Isaac Commander could not kill Flame. It was only the Lord could only do that. The chaos that happened was extremely bad and very horrible. But he still wanted him to pay a price. The price was microbombs to his team. Russia, Germany, the cell, all led by Flame. Because of this, everything the Ice Commander killed, captains, generals, colonels, commanders, privates and units, sergeants, agents. It only infuriated Flame, but Flame knew he would do this. Creatures and zombies alike, it didn't matter. They're all controlled by Flame. They're all controlled by Flame. So we see the story And so now you know what happened. Why he sent microbombs to his team. The question is always, was John part of Isaac Commander's team? And the question is no. Was Tom part of Isaac Commander's team? Agent Tom's? No. There are 4 team members' names that will be revealed in 2026. 4 names of Isaac Commander's team will be revealed. Well, 3, because you know the first one, Carol. Now it's not 2025, and I told you I would tell you the reveal of if Agent Michael made it alive or he is dead. And I'm here to tell you right now that he is alive. Agent Michael was knocked out. It looked yes they were shooting each other, but at the last second he after they broke his shield, the bad captain decided to put it on stun and captured Agent Michael. Now Isaac Commander has to find Agent Michael. Is Agent Michael part of Isaac Commander's team? No, he's not. He does work with him, but he's not part of the team. So now Isaac Commander is on the way trying to find. But here's a guinea pig for you. Here's a wrench in the thing. There are bases of the bad captain. A lot of bases. And in the game called Isaac Commander and John, that's coming out is just a little sneak peek of not what's going to happen. They're not going. This entire era. This year takes place in 2134, way before Isaac Commander and Agent Michael gets captured. Yeah, you probably ask the question, well, but he was captured 34 years and then released.